If you had to bet your life on a tank in modern warfare, would you choose the Leopard 2? This isn't just a machine, it's a legend. A tank so powerful that it has dominated battlefields for decades, outclassed its rivals with brutal efficiency. But how did Germany create one of the most feared main battle tanks in history? And is it really as invincible as its reputation suggests? Welcome back to the war. World War II left Germany's tank industry in ruins. The mighty Tigers and Panthers were feared, but ultimately they were overwhelmed. The lesson: a tank needs more than just thick armour and a big gun. It needs speed, mobility and reliability. Fast forward to the Cold War, and Germany faced a new challenge. The Soviet Union was mass producing tanks like the T-54 and later the T-72. The German Leopard 1, introduced in the 1960s, was an excellent tank, prioritising speed and firepower over sheer armour. But as the Soviet threat evolved, Germany needed something even better. Enter the Leopard 2. Development started in the 1970s. But here's a little known fact: the Leopard 2 almost never existed. Germany originally collaborated with the US on a joint tank project called the MBT-70. It was ambitious, hydro-pneumatic suspension, 152mm gun launcher system, but it was also overly complex and expensive. Germany pulled out, choosing to go on its own. Would the Leopard 2 have been as successful if it had followed the American design? Let's discuss this in the comments. And by the late 1970s, the Leopard 2 was ready for action. With its 120mm smoothbore gun, composite armour, and cutting-edge fire control system, it was far ahead of its time. It became the backbone of European armed forces and was quickly adopted by NATO allies. And here's the crazy part: the Leopard 2 is so good that even decades later, modernised versions are still in service. But what makes it such a beast on the battlefield? Firepower is king in tank warfare, and the Leopard 2 reigns supreme. Its Rheinmetall 120mm smoothbore gun can fire armour-piercing, fin-stabilised, discarding sabot rounds that can punch through enemy armour from over 2 miles away. That means it can take out threats before they even get close. But it's not just the raw firepower, it's the accuracy that makes the Leopard 2 lethal. This tank's advanced fire control system allows it to hit moving targets while driving at full speed. And here's a fun fact: the United States was so impressed with the Leopard 2's gun that they adopted it for their own M1 Abrams. That's right, America borrowed German firepower for its most famous tank. So what do you think? Does firepower, speed or armour matter the most? Drop your thoughts below. But while firepower wins battles, survivability wins wars. How does Leopard 2 protect itself in combat? Being the best tank isn't just about destroying enemies, it's about surviving their attacks. The Leopard 2's armour is a masterpiece of engineering. It uses a special composite blend of steel, tungsten, ceramics and plastic, a closely guarded secret that gives it high protection without excessive weight. The armour is modular, meaning if a section is damaged, it can be replaced on the battlefield instead of requiring an entirely new tank. This keeps Leopard 2s in the fight longer. But raw armour isn't enough in modern warfare. That's why the Leopard 2A7 Plus comes with active protected systems, including hard kill systems that intercept incoming missiles before they hit. It can also release smoke to block enemy targeting systems. But here, where things get controversial. No tank is invincible. Recent conflicts have exposed some vulnerabilities. In Syria, Turkish Leopard 2s were deployed against ISIS. Some were taken out by ATGMs, raising concerns about whether modern anti-tank weapons are outpacing armour technology. And also, in Ukraine, Leopard 2s are facing off against Russian forces, and we've seen footage of damaged and destroyed Leopard 2s. Could this mean the end of the tank era as we know it? A tank is only as good as its combat record. The Leopard 2 has seen action in multiple war zones. In Afghanistan, used by Canadian and German forces against the Taliban. In Syria, Turkey deployed Leopard 2s against ISIS, but some were destroyed in urban combat. And in Ukraine, Leopard 2s are being used against Russian forces with mixed results. This leads to a big question. Are tanks becoming obsolete? If advanced anti-tank drones and missiles can destroy even the best tanks, does it mean armoured warfare is on the decline? Or do tanks still have a role in future wars? Let's discuss this in the comments. The Leopard 2 isn't done evolving. The latest variant, the Leopard 2A7 Plus, features better armour, upgraded sensors, and even drone integration. It's designed for both traditional battles and urban combat, where tanks are most vulnerable. But here's the real future. Germany and France are working on the next generation main ground combat system. Could this be the Leopard 3? Will it have AI-assisted targeting, railguns, or even autonomous drone support? If you had to design the ultimate tank, what features would you add? Let's hear your ideas below. The Leopard 2 has been dominating battlefields for over 40 years. It's fast, powerful, and battle-proven. But is it still the best tank in the world? Or is it time for a new king of the battlefield? Drop your comments below and let us know what you think is the greatest tank ever built. Hi soldiers, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to check back in again soon. That's an order.